So, what's up, guys? This is Ninja. I'm the Ninja. And first and foremost, I want to say I broke my glasses. So, if you have like, I don't know, $500 or something. Well, actually, it's probably like $50. Because I think it's just a frame that needs to be replaced. But I do need to update my glasses, anyways. So, I might need a new frame. I don't know. But, anyways. So, I just played a match of League of Legends. And basically, it reminded me as to why I play the champions that I do. And I feel like this point should be, I should make it for the world to see, because I've kind of been internalizing it and I shouldn't. Basically, the world's kind of going to shit, because people, I think, honestly, I think society does what I'm doing and internalizing it and just kind of just dealing with it and bearing with it for a long time. Like, I think my generation is probably one of the last generations where this kind of mindset is a thing. And then it's from either here or I get to where I complain about everything, or like there's a solution for everything. Okay, I'm stretching myself too thin. So basically, I realized, like I tried to play. I think his name is Kane in the jungle, right? And the problem with Kane in the jungle is he's an assassin, and that means I need a front line. I need someone to be there to take damage, because I can't. So I need you um to draw aggro, basically. So when I go in, they don't notice me, and then I kill them by the time they kill me, right? That's the idea. But the problem is, that doesn't happen. That doesn't exist. Like if I go in, my team's just busy, like they're screwing off, doing whatever the fuck they're doing, but they're not paying attention, right? Unless you get higher up, right? Unless you're like a streamer, and then you have the Chums Waters effect, and everyone's paying attention to you, and everyone wants to S your D because they want to get noticed by you. You're like the hot girl at the party at that point, right? And then they tank for you, and you can play these champions that other people cannot because they are just ignored, whereas you get the attention. I need a tank. I'm playing Kane. I'm a popular streamer. I'm in a match, and I group up, and these people know it's me, and so they know that I need a tank. They show up. It works, right? But if I'm nobody, then I don't get that tank. It doesn't work, and that's what happened in that game, right? And I actually made the comment, and I was like, "This is why I don't play champions like this, because my whole team is selfish. Basically, they don't help, they don't play, they don't pass the ball. They're just doing their own thing." And what was funny was after I said that, they complained about it, and I was like, "Stop crying, be a team." And every time I did something, they were there. And so it was a team, and it worked. But anyways, and then me being who I am, me having ADD and being a mastermind, I was connecting dots, and I realized like that's kind of how life worked. Basically, like there's people who are willing to be manager, willing to be that soldier, willing to go to the army. They were willing to get the shot. They were willing to go to the store to get, they were just willing to do stuff. But the thing was, they did that because they knew that when they tried, there would be somebody there for them and they wouldn't be wasting their time. And now, basically, there's a lot less of that, right? And what had happened, I will say, what had happened was, um, that kind of scenario existed before where it's like I try, I expect someone to be there. And what happened was the common fake to make it people seen that. They showed up, they got all the rewards and the desserts, but they couldn't do the job. So all the rewards and the desserts started to dry up, and now there's no one there. Now no one, and that's the end of the world, basically, right? It's because these fakers went in there. They ruined a good thing. That good thing is now dead, and now no one wants to play because why go? There's no one there. Why go? Right? And the only person that's gonna go is like for someone like me, for example. Like my life sucks, right? But I'm highly qualified. Basically, I'm like one of the smartest people in the world, right? So you put me in the spot, it's gonna do well, and that's gonna draw attention to it in a positive way. So like if you hire me to be the manager of your store is gonna do very very well, and people are gonna want to work there. People are gonna want to be a part of the system because it's good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they tank for me. I'm that popular streamer. But unlike that streamer, I actually have a soul, right? I'm not a sellout and I'm not funded by the rich. And that's not what you see. You see me being a whole person, or being a person with value, and a person with essence. And so people come to me, right? Um, but anyways, the reason why I stopped playing Kane is because my team just wouldn't be there, right? And my team was there, and I want to play Kane again, but like I gotta see this happen again. Like that felt pretty cool. Like I felt good to be able to jump in there and to know that I was gonna have a Soraka. Like here's a heal and here's a tank. Like I got you, bro. That is teamwork. That's why people like PvP, right? And they also like the essence where I'm just like there's somebody trying to undermine that or underhand that or try to work against that, and they're strategizing to try to make it towards like, oh, your healer is not there and you had to compensate. And that's what PvP is. But people get afraid to jump into PvP. Like I don't like to play League of Legends because sometimes I don't want to queue up and I'm stuck at like 1v9 basically. And there's people like what's his name, Quanti, right? And he is one of those fake it to make it people. Like, oh yeah, I'm 1v9. It's like, no, dude, you're just a streamer, and people see you and want to be like you're decent. Don't get me wrong, and that's you're kind of living the world that the world everyone should be. Every competitor should feel what you're feeling, but there's so many fucking fakers that you people like me don't feel what you're feeling because no one's trying. No one cares. Like I'm in a world where it's just me alone, right? And you're pretty good, and it's fortunate that you're in a world where it's pretty good. But what I'm saying is that not everyone has that experience, and so I don't want to play, and that's what the world is now, basically. Because I dive in, I'm alone, so next time I'm not diving in, and then nothing happens. Lost in the world sucks. That's the world. It sucks. But like you, Quanti, when you dive in, your team's there, and your team does well, and your team does good. And what do? Oh, it's all me, all me. I'm 1v9. It's like that's my problem with you, by the way. As in, I show up and be like, no, it wasn't all you. It was your jungle, your team, your team effort. Everyone was there. Everyone did their part. They allowed you to do what you did. That's what you don't understand. That's what you're not appreciating, and you're making the system worse by doing that because that Soraka who healed you, that got no love, no attention, isn't gonna be there to heal the next guy. Cause why should I? If they're just gonna take the attention like it was all you, and it wasn't all you. It was my heal too. So I'm not Soraka. So I healed you. I got no attention. So the next person that shows up, why bother if I'm not going to get attention? Fuck it. I'm going to be about me. I want the attention, right? That's what happens, basically. And in my life is a perfect example. I was a really good player and I was a support for my team, right? Because for some reason back in the day, it didn't have like you couldn't queue mid, and then you were given what you were given. You didn't organize. It's just luck of the draw, basically. Like it's just pick sticks, basically. That's kind of what it was. So I ended up being the support every time, and it's just luck of the draw. I was the fifth pick. Turns out I think it was giving me fifth pick so that if I'm mid, I don't have to be countered. It was actually setting me up to do well but because I was with four selfish assholes, they would first pick mid, and then they would just get countered the whole game, and then blame the whole thing on me when it was actually their fault because they weren't being a team player, basically. I was last pick. If and so, anyways, the point is, I eventually was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm going mid." And so I took mid, and I went mid, and we played the game, and we won barely. But it was because of my whole team. That's the whole idea. Is the way I play mid. Like I play mid Oriana, right? And so what I do is I shield. I keep everyone safe. I slow him down. I speed you up. I protect you. I give you armor and all this crap, right? And yeah, I have some what's it called, AP, and yes, I do damage, and I can kill, but I kill you or I keep you alive. And Karma is another one. She's I played as a support. I played her as mid, basically. So I blow shit up, but I keep people alive. And so my team was like, "Why didn't you kill nobody? You were like 2-0, you fucking noob." But my whole team was like fucking 8-1. It's because I was supporting them. But again, I got no recognition, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna do this anymore." Cause like, what the fuck? Like, there's no point. And that's what happened. That's the world. That is the world, right? So people that um originally put their neck out there, like it'd be like joining the army, and then kind of like how it is in the world, like I'm a veteran and there should be some benefits for the vets, but there's no love for the vets because fuck the vets, we don't care for the vets. Even though I put my neck out there for America, and now America needs to put their neck out for me, but you're not, you're cutting. Why? So you can have so you can have a boat, and so you can have a flying airboat, like anyways. um yeah, so that bullshit. Let's see. Come to you, fuck you. Oh. Oh, no, no. It's here. Yeah. No, I'll do that in another video. Okay. But anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to point out and to explain, pretty much. That's what's going on. And again, it's fake it to make it people. And they go in there and they take all of the love and the attention and the glory, but they just bring shit to the party because they're faking it and they can't actually do the job, and they break the system down, and the system doesn't work, and all the selfless people that made it work in the first place are stuck taking the blame because the asshole that is fake it to make it spends all of his time pointing his fingers at people like, oh, it's his fault, this is why it didn't work, but in reality it's because he sucks at his job. You know what I'm saying? But no one wants to say anything because they were just sheeple, right? And they were just quiet. And now the only way a team can work is if all five members are active. Whereas back then it was just you could jump into a crew and it would work. But nowadays you have to find people. Like it's way harder now to make it than it used to be. Like don't get me wrong, there's still places in the world where it's good and the anvil is hot and strike while iron is hot. This is true, but I'm just saying that overall around the world, every state has anvils in it, and a lot of them have gone cold because the game is rigged, and people who put effort into it got nothing back, and so they stopped trying, and the system just slowly fell. It's slowly going down, right? And there's some places in America where it's like up here, right, where the effort is here and the rewards are good, and like where I used to live in Tracy and Stockton, like being alive, I was barely alive like this much, barely alive. I was gonna die. I had a stroke. All this shit was going bad. The doctors weren't treating me. I was getting no care, no nothing. Right. Then I moved, and now I'm getting help, and now life is looking good. Now I'm eating right. Now I'm taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I still need money. Don't get me wrong. My computer's about to explode. I need new glasses. I need new headphones. Like the fucking earpiece is falling off and shit. But um, it's way better now than it was. And my point is that there are a lot of people that are being dragged down by the system because the people, like the fake it to make it people, they just showed up and took everything. Like Trump, for example, just straight up took everything, shut everything down, just took all, like, they buy the company, and then they, what's it called? They demolish it and sell the land, basically. Like, and hell of people lose their living, they lose their life, everything they lived for and worked for, it's destroyed. Like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And again, I'm aware. I can pay attention. I'm knowledgeable. I could put me in charge, and I won't let this shit happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So yeah, I vote for me, President Ninja on the Ninja bitch. Um, I'm real. I'm authentic. I'm like Bernie Sanders, but the real deal. Like, and again, like Bernie Sanders, he's being quieted, and the Bernie blackout, that is a thing. It did happen. It's real life. There may not have been somebody like who pulled the trigger, so to speak, but what I'm saying is there was a race, and they spoke of who was in first and who was in third, but they would intentionally leave who was in second. Who it was Bernie Sanders, and they would intentionally do shit like that, right? And that's why Bernie lost, just because no one remembered him. And like, is he still in the race? And like, who? And never mind. And so people just stopped talking about it, right? But anyways, that's it. But yeah, I got another video lined up. I was gonna put it in this one, but I talked way longer than I intended, planned to do. So yeah, another video is about to come. So anyways, be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out later. Peace. Praise Allah, praise Yevon, Final Fantasy 10 God. Love your mother, kiss your mother, be friends, be nice. It's all about unison, coming together, united. Right, united, okay? Don't be divided, don't be split up, don't let them fucking ruin you. Okay? Anyways, yeah, another video to come. Anyways, peace.